Yeah, Soumya has already put it. I think everyone is enjoying their long weekend. Never mind. It's always the people who put the extra effort, they get something extra. Is everyone motivated for today's class? Come on, speak up. Then we'll start with the class. Yes, Mahalika is good. Good. Good.
Okay, so should I start?
Yeah. Sure.
So blockchain is basically what it says. It contains a block chain of blocks. And what are these blocks? These blocks are basically informations, like it contains a block number, none, and some data, which is in fact transactions. The data of the blocks is transactions, and a hash that is associated with these transactions. So in a blockchain, what happens is there are different blocks in a single chain, and it has a previous hash which is pointing to the hash of the previous block and the current hash of the block, right? So what happens is that always just like a linked list, if anyone has studied linked list, so it points to the previous thing, points to the previous block. So it goes on like this to form a chain. So that is the main idea of the blockchain. And as I said, transactions are the data which the blocks contains, and it has transaction is a message that is sent from one account to the other. Yeah, that is the data which the blocks contain. And gas is so every to generate a hash, like for blockchains, suppose there might be a rule that the hash must start with 4 zeros. So to generate something, so because it is decentralized, there must be someone who is doing all this stuff. So nodes are the people, like those are the things which does all this stuff. So they charge in terms of gas. So gas is that amount, that is gas. The gas price is a value set by the originator of the transaction, who has to pay gas price into the gas to the node, right? So
Okay.
I'm just giving an overview what I understood.
Yeah, works. You can share whatever you've read. It's fine.
Basically, I read these and
Okay. Fine. Good. So anybody else who wants to take up, I mean, guys, come on. It's a Friday. I know people are enjoying. So you can also give your mentor some free time and you can do the teaching today, since I'd already given you a homework. And after this discussion, we will be doing a very basic project that I had already shown you before, that is creation ERC20 token. And once we complete that project, you will have the job to figure out how can we list it on platforms like Uniswap or anything like that, to make it like a actual coin. I mean, obviously it's not going to have like a lot of value or stuff, but we would like to not just keep it limited to our wallets, but list it somewhere as well. So we have a bit of coding session as well, but before that it's better if we go to the whole discussion. So either any one of you can come up at random and talk about this, the topics that I've shared, because if you're not doing that, it's a bad thing. I've already specified it a lot number of times that this is what we're going to do in the next class. So you got to do that, and only then we'll be proceeding further. So anybody can just come up, just try, like Tiasa did. So just try, take any topic, take multiple topics, try teaching the way I teach you. So that is gonna give you the kind of exposure you require. Come on, speak up, or I'll do the abracadabra and just pick any one of you and ask you to speak. Okay, yeah, Chinmay has raised a hand. Okay, yeah, you can speak. Or
Yes,
she.
ma'am.
Hmm.
I'll try to give some basics, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sure.
Uh, Coming to blockchain basics, blockchain is a globally shared transactional database. And if we want to change something in a database, we need to perform transaction which need to be accepted by all others. And the person who is holding the permissions to the account can only transfer money from it. Okay, coming to the blocks, the transactions will be bundled uh, into something called as block. After that, they will be executed and distributed among all the participating nodes. And when two transactions contradict, the one which initiated first will be executed, and the latter will be rejected and will not enter into the block. And blocks may also get reverted, which is more likely at the ends. So there may be a chance of reverting transactions and also even removing. And coming to the Ethereum virtual machine EVM, it is the runtime environment for smart contracts in Ethereum. And there are two kinds of accounts in Ethereum. First one, public private key, and second one is contract, which is controlled by the code stored together within the account. And every account has a persistent va- key value store mapping 256-bit words to 256-bit words called storage. And every account have balance in either, which is equal to 10 power 18V. And coming to the transaction, no, gas. Uh, it is a unit of computation, the amount we need to pay network for computation. And we have also seen some keywords like gas spent, the total amount of gas used in the transaction, and gas price, the how much ether we are willing to pay per gas, and gas limit, maximum amount of gas we are willing to use for transactions set by us. And up to here, I read.
Okay. Yeah, so everyone is trying to explain gas price. We have already had this discussion previously that there are people who are verifying your nodes, who are verifying your transactions, and it is only then that the block of data is being added. So in order to incentivize them, some money has to be given, and that is what is charged as gas price. Okay. So then again, you can see that it's the value that is set by the originator of the transaction, and it is basically a mechanism that incentivizes not just the use of EVM execution time, but also compensate the people who are executors, that is miners or stakers, whatever work they're trying to do. Okay, storage memory stack. Okay, so I am definitely not gonna get into this. Anybody out of you who has read about storage memory stack, instruction set, message calls? Anybody? Anybody who would like to explain? It's fine if you don't really know. It's okay, you know. Or what I can okay, so either some of you come up and speak about these topics that they have not talked about, or I'll give you 10 minutes and let you do the discussion, like let you do the reading, and then I'll ask you to explain. That's what we are going to do. I mean, if you are not doing things even after I ask you to do, and there's a one complete day gap, I don't know how else am I going to push you to, you know, read stuffs and all of that. If I come and just talk for 2 hours and go, that doesn't make sense. I've stressed on this enough. I mean, it's okay. You can always get better at writing code with a lot more practice, but you got to know things. it shouldn't be like tomorrow you go for a hackathon or an event and you say that, okay, yeah, you know how to write solidity, and somebody comes up and says, oh, hi, can you explain me how gas fees works, or what is, how does cryptography works or stuff, and you don't know it. So people will not just question you, they'll also question that where did you learn solidity from, who did you learn solidity from. And if my name comes up, that's a bad thing, right? They would think that I did not do a good job. So that is bad. So are you guys fine with me giving you 10 minutes of time, just 10 minutes with a proper timer, and you can go through it and then you'll have to explain. Come on, respond fast. Okay, Prisha, give us 10 minutes. Okay. Guys, respond to the idea that I've put forward. Okay. Cool. So, I need responses from everyone, not just 3, 4 people who are active all the time. Okay. So it's 7:24. I will give you 11 minutes. And what do we need to read? Still, what do we need to read? We have to read this. The link is put in the chat. You have to read from this segment, blockchain basics, all these topics, transactions, blocks, Ethereum virtual machine, how overview accounts, gas, storage memory stack, instruction set, message calls, delegate calls in libraries, and all of that till pre-compiled contracts. Is it clear? Mahelika, is it clear? Okay, cool. So I'll give you 10 minutes. It's 7:24. I will restart the discussion at 7:35, and we'll do a quick 10-15 minute of discussion, and then we'll get to code. So you guys can start reading.
Sneha, can I share something?
Yeah.
I actually used a website. It has a very intuitive interface. Can I share it in the chat
Yeah, sure.
for
Sure.
blockchain? People
Yeah,
can
sure.
live it.
Yeah, this is what I showed it to you in
Yeah.
class.
I
Yeah.
use this.
Yeah, you guys can always, go through such websites, understand things in a much better way. Like, it gives you a clear, always these UIs always help you rather than just reading through documentations and other stuff. Okay. So you have 10 minutes and you can just do the reading, quick reading, and then I'll be taking you back to the discussion. Okay, so Meghna wants to talk about storage memory and stack instruction set. Okay, we'll just continue in another 5 minutes. Then we can just go one by one, whosoever wants to. So I have 32 people, in general 30. So I would like, you know, maximum of you to contribute. I know there are not much topics in that, but if someone is taking up message calls, you can also take up message calls. But I want maximum participation here. 5 more minutes and then we can. And make sure, I know that, obviously that you might feel that you just read it and you can't explain it that way or blah, blah, blah. But nobody is born as someone who explains well or is a good teacher. You always have to try from your point of view that whatever you're trying to say, people are able to catch it. So people who have done reading, you can just write your topics like Meghna and Bhumika have. So just, do it, give it to you, like assign it to you. Okay, I think we're good to go. So we'll start up with the discussion. So Meghna wants to talk about storage, memory, and stack and instruction set. So does Prisha. So we'll first hear Meghna's, then we'll hear Prisha's, and then we'll move to other topics. So Meghna, you can talk.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
For programming, for writing and smart contracts, three important concepts are storage, memory, and stack, ma'am. In storage, storage is an area where variables and data structures are stored, and this is a permanent storage in blockchain. And if any changes are made to these variables in blockchain, it is recorded, ma'am. And storage is more expensive in terms of gas cost compared to memory. And in memory is a temporary storage area, ma'am, where it is faster and also cheaper compared to storage. And for a function, if we declare some particular temporary data to store a temporary data, this memory is used, and only for that particular function it is used. If that execution of that contract ends, that variable, the data in that variable is not accessed, ma'am. And for stack, it is a data structure in Ethereum virtual EVM to manage and execute to manage and execute instructions. And this stack holds operands, means like stack, we will push data into the stack like operands, and we will execute them. This stack is used to store intermediate results, and it pushes the results back onto the stack. And the stack has a limited size, and if the size is exceeded, the stack will leads to overflow error. And coming to instruction set is like low level operations in EVM to execute. The Solidity is a high level language, ma'am. So it compiles down this into EVM bytecode into these instructions. Example, these instructions can be arithmetic operations, logical operations, control flow instructions, like that.
Okay.
That's all, ma'am.
Thanks. Okay, cool. So I don't know how many of you remember, but we've already talked about that how state variables have a permanent storage, and if we want something as a temporary storage such that it goes on only till the contract execution happens, we go for something like memory. That is what she has talked about. And for stack also, we're talking about intermediate values, and in general, stack works very similar to what whatever you have studied for stack in general. I mean, you can imagine stack. So the English, it exactly goes like the definition of stack that you would understand in English. So it's always one above another, and it follows like last and first out, or first and last out, right? So, and there will always be a pointer that will point to the last element of the stack. That is how it goes. Okay. Cool. Prisha, do you want to like re-explain if you think you can do it better, or you want to add something else? Anything?
So yeah, I'll go ahead. So
Yeah, sure.
basically, because EVM is, the Ethereum virtual machine. For example, you always require a virtual machine. For example, if I'm working upon Ubuntu and then I want to execute some shell commands, then, I'll require Ubuntu ka virtual machine. So similarly, in order to run smart contracts, we need Ethereum virtual machine. So this Ethereum virtual machine needs to store data. So it can either use storage, it can either use memory or stack. So the storage is basically in the form of caches, and it's always, not preferable because it's very difficult to access, difficult to modify. You need to go through multiple layers in order to modify storage. So it's always advisable that you need to store only necessary items in the storage. And always these key value pairs are stored in it. Coming up onto memory, memory is much better than storage. Not better than stack, but yes, better than storage. So whenever a contract is created, then each contract gets a fresh memory. So I can, just explain it like an array. For example, you can access an element of an array by address of the first element plus I. So this gives you the address of the memory of the ith block. So similarly, memory is like very similar to like array ka addresses. It's a linear memory. Coming up onto stack. So stack is this last and first out data structure. For example, I put 1, 2, 3, then 3 would be on the top of the stack. So I can just do the operations with this 3. If I have to do the operation with 1 and 2, I have to first pop out 3, and then I can do the operation only with the topmost element. So, and yes, it has a limited size, and if you exceed the size, you're gonna get an error. So that was about Ethereum virtual machine and the way it stores data. Coming about instruction set. So each machine language has its instruction set. For example, x86, it has this on instruction set defined. So because every operation would require a certain set of instruction, even we also need instruction to do everything. So this instruction is basically, arithmetic instruction for performing bit manipulation that, for example, if I do X left shift by Y, so it would be multiplied by 2 power Y. So these are the instructions that they're talking about. Same are the instructions for like simple addition, subtraction. And then there is this message calls. So each contract can call other contracts. So this call is they are referring to as message call. And this message call is very similar to transaction. Each message call has a gas, they have a target value, they have a source. So that was an overview of message calls. Then there is this delegate calls. So delegates call I found little complex. So whatever I understood is, so a contract can run via another contract. For example, I can use the code of some other person while remaining me. For example, message.sender remains the same, and then message.value remains the same, but the code that is being used is of target contract. So that is about delegate calls. So they run very similar to the calling contracts, but yeah, the sender and the value is actually not the same as the contract they're running on. So yeah, that was about all these 4 things.
Okay, good, very good. Great explanation, both of you, in fact. Meghna and Tisha. Okay, so who would like to go next? Bhumika, do you want to talk about message calls?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Like
Yeah.
according to my understanding, I'll explain like what I understood. That's it. And maybe, ma'am, I won't explain the all the things which is, given in that paragraph. Okay.
Okay.
And the main key features in as given in this message calls is about source and target. We know
Mhm.
that this message call is nothing but a transaction that's between a source and a target. We all know that source is nothing but the one who is gonna do a transaction. Here it is nothing but a contract, and the target is the one who is gonna like receive the target. Contract. And they also mentioned about data payload, which means says that it is a piece of data which is gonna pass while doing a target contract. And also they mentioned about the gas, which takes a very important role over there. It is nothing but a message calls, like gas is nothing but like the amount, I can say that it is a size of a payload. Like in easier way, it is nothing but the size of a payload. Like it also says that if the operations is complex, then the gas limit exceeds. And if the transaction, the gas price is yeah, that's it. Operation is like if the operation is complex, and if the message we send is huge, then the gas limit exceeds, and that's it. And also they also mentioned about return data, which says that the target contract can be return data to the source contract, not for the target contract. And also at the end, they had mentioned that we have to use loops instead of using any recursions. Even though we know that recursion is somewhat quickly, like it works quicker than when compared to loops, but using loops is better when compared with the recursions. Also, they told us to be careful about the gas limits, which takes a very important role over while doing a message calls. And that is nothing but like amount, how quickly we consume large data payloads or the complex operations will lead to the gas limits. That's it. They have given in this overall summary of this message calls. This is what I understood. If I'm wrong, I'm really very sorry, ma'am.
No, no, no. Very good. I mean, I can't believe that someone who was talking about being introvert and feeling dumb just a class before can speak so much and give such a nice explanation. So everyone has to give a huge kudos to Bhumika. I mean, all of you guys are trying to explain, come forward. You guys are doing a great job, but it's always that one extra effort that she's been trying to take after all. She feels having that imposter syndrome that we talk about. Very good. I mean, I'm so happy hearing that confidence that you have in your voice. It's amazing. It's a huge thing
Thank
for
you,
a
ma'am.
for a mentor like me. Like, I'm so
Thank you,
proud.
ma'am. Actually, I talked today just because of you. Thank you. Thank you
Means
so
a lot.
much, ma'am.
Means a lot. Okay, let's have many. What? Let's have more people. Okay, Soumya would like to talk about logs, create, deactivate, and self-destruct. Soumya, the stage is all yours.
Sure, ma'am. First of all, hi to everyone. So now I'm going to talk about logs, create, deactivate, and self-destruct. So I want to just give a brief explanation to the four of them. So logs. So these logs are used for like recording and storing the events or information. So these logs are mainly used to implement the events. Okay, and these logs are emitted by the smart contracts. So why, how logs are emitted? So there are some inbuilt functions or methods in order to emit the logs. So that is all about the logs. And while coming to the create, so create is used to refer in order to deploy a new smart contract to the network in a blockchain, so we use create. Okay, and while coming to the deactivate, so deactivate is nothing but deactivating the smart contract. Okay, the main difference between the self destruct and deactivate is in the deactivate the code does not gets deleted. Okay, and while destruct the code gets deleted. So that is the main difference between the deactivate and self destruct. And if we want to remove the code in the blockchain like smart contract intentionally, so we have to use the self destruct. Okay, so that is a main theme of these four. That's all about it. Yeah,
Okay, good work.
yeah. Thank
Okay.
you.
Mm, she is one of the most active kids in the cohort, and I'm really, really happy to see her consistency. So, kudos to you also.
Thank you so
Um,
much, ma'am.
Meghna hasn't spoken, right? I mean, the other Meghna. Guys, you have such difficult names. I can't really pronounce. You want to talk about overview and accounts, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, go on, go on.
Actually, first I want to tell that the Ethereum virtual machine or the EVM is a runtime environment for executing smart contracts on the Ethereum blockchain. And I also wanted to include that it provides more security and is an isolated environment where the code of smart contracts can run. Actually, this EVM is designed to be completely independent, meaning that the code running inside it has no access to external resources like the network, file system, or any other processes. Um, and then I wanted to tell that actually there are two types of accounts in this Ethereum. One is the external accounts and the other one is the contract accounts. Actually, these external accounts are owned by individuals and controlled by public key pairs, while contract accounts are controlled by the code stored within them. Both types of accounts are treated equally by the EVM. And every account has its own persistent storage, which is key value store used to store data.
Okay, good. Okay, cool. Good work. She's also quite active. I'm really happy with all of you. Garima, you want to go next? I mean, I think you're the last one.
Yeah, I can go next. So I want to talk about blocks first. So in blockchain, why did the concept of blocks came? Basically, there was a thing called double spend attack here. So what happened when we performed a transaction, like suppose we performed a transaction, like I had 1 ETH in my account, I performed a transaction to send that 1 ETH to some other account. Now the transaction takes a bit of time to get passed and get approved and get issued on the blockchain. What can happen? I performed a transaction to send 1 ETH to somebody's account, let's say person A, and then just after that transaction has been passed, I perform another transaction to send that 1 ETH. It's still there in my account. So that 1 ETH to person B. But what happened that I deducted 2 ETHs from my account, but what I had was only 1 ETH. So that is not possible. So to ensure that only one transaction gets passed, the concept of blocks came. So these transactions were listed in blocks. And what happens is when we do this transaction, this blocks, some of the blocks go to some of the peers and some other blocks go to some of the peers. So my first block that I created, say, went to peer A group, and my block B transaction went to peer B group. So whichever peer was first to resolve the issue will get that block listed in the blockchain, and the second block, which was there, will get rejected. So that is why the thing about blockchain came, the thing about block came, and it helped in solving double spend attack. So then these blocks get added in the blockchain, and the block that was rejected is rejected. And it's not considered for future events as well. The blocks that are rejected are usually the ones that are at the tip of the blockchain. That is, the blocks that were, like, suppose minted months ago won't be rejected. They are already in the blockchain and nothing would happen to them. Yeah, so there is nothing like there can be future transactions. We can do some future transactions with the help of smart contracts and the tools provided in them, but there cannot be like that we did a transaction today and assume it will happen somewhere in the future. It doesn't work like this. So, and now I would like to talk about EVM's transactions, like how they happen there. So just like Meghna told, there are 2 types of accounts in EVM, external accounts and contract accounts. So basically, we can do transactions to external accounts or contract accounts. So if we have mentioned an address of the receiver in our transaction, then that transaction will be then the transaction will happen to that account, and it would be usually maybe a monetary transaction, and that payload will go into his account. That would be a simple transaction that usually happens. But what a contract transaction would be, like, there won't be any address in it. Instead, there would be EVM bytecode in it that will generate our new contract if that contract doesn't already exist. Like, if its recipient is null, then a new contract is generated, and it will have that EVM bytecode, because of which our code will be generated. So basically, when that transaction is happened, we haven't sent our actual code in that contract, but instead we have sent that EVM bytecode. And when that EVM bytecode will be processed, our contract will get issued in the blockchain, and it will be a unique one. So yeah, that's it.
Good work. Nice. Again, one of the most active students that I have. So really good work. Okay, somebody wants to go for precompile. Yeah, Sairamani, you can go for precompile contracts.
Precompiled contracts are the contracts that were already written, like modules, we can say, to reduce the gas cost and the time, to make the Solidity code more efficient. Suppose, let us say, if we have written a Python code and we need to use some hashing and encryption techniques, then Python, as we know, it is a very slow language. So I'm going to write another module in a very faster and efficient language, and I'm going to use that module in this Python code. It is the same thing. The precompiled contracts are written in another language, and they are gonna used in the Solidity contract. Since we know that the Ethereum virtual machine is a stack-based virtual machine, the computations will take a lot of time, because since we can access the result from the top of the stack only. So these precompiled contracts does not run on the EVM directly, and they are much efficient, and they run, the precompiled contracts are implemented on the client side only. So these precompiled contracts can make our Solidity contract more efficient.
Okay. Makes sense. One more point to add is that there are many EVM compatible chains. So these compatible chains can obviously use these set of pre-compiled contracts, and then they can create new pre-compiled contracts, which is then nano to Ethereum main chain in the future. But it will always somewhere be in the range of 1 to, it will go as 0x 4x and stuff. But anyway, so is everything in this again good work? So there are some people that I appreciate with more energy, and there are some people for whom I'll just go like, yeah, good work. But that doesn't mean that I am not equally appreciating all of. No, there are some people who need a greater push, and there are people who are already working on themselves. And I hope everyone knows, all of you guys who have just explained uh, good work. I mean, I don't know how much can I stress enough, and how happy can I be that there are people speaking up here. I don't know, like, exactly what were your expectations from this cohort, or how successful I am in helping you with that, in achieving that. But all I know is I am definitely successful in giving you that stage and that confidence to speak up at this platform. And that's a huge thing. Trust me, it's a huge thing. It's obviously gonna help you stand outside the crowd, and you'll always be that one person in the room who grabs everyone's attention for good, not for something stupid, but for good. And that can fetch you a lot of opportunities. Just because you have that visibility in this space and people know, you can get hell lot of opportunities. And for someone who's teaching such a huge crowd in online for the first time, I am really happy to see the turnout. The rest of the people, I know there's still that hesitation that you guys have. It's not that you don't know stuff. So I would really request you to speak up whenever possible, however possible. Just speak up. There's no judgments here for wrong answers, right answers, nothing at all. There's nobody who's going to judge the way you speak or whatever you put up. But I would really request you to, speak. Again, big kudos to all of you guys who spoke up right now. Soumya, Garima, Bhumika, all of you. I can't take all the names. Yeah, Mahelika, I get it. You're in the library, so you can't speak. I have seen your activeness, so I have no doubts at all. In fact, Kirti is also one of the really active kids that I have. So I'm really happy. Tiasa always speaks up when asked. I think she should be more speaking when, on a volunteer basis, not when only asked. But yeah, these people are good. Vanshita is very good. She speaks up. Money is good. So yeah, again, you guys have such difficult names. I don't even remember all the names, but all of you guys were taking that effort to come up and speak. You guys are doing great, like literally great. Okay, so I think lot of theory discussion already. I hope the topic is clear. If there are any doubts, again, you can ask me. We'll start working on the code. Okay, so today we will do like a very basic Solidity smart contract of deploying your own token. So everybody has MetaMask installed, right? Just put a yes or a no. Everybody was able to do. I mean, it should be a yes. There's no doubt in that, because I myself helped you with the installation, and it's the fifth class today for Solidity, so I don't expect any of you to say that no, we don't have it installed. Again, just a moment. I will present my screen, and this code that we're going to do, you don't just have to look. I'll put there's one link in the code that I'll definitely put for you to add, but all of you are supposed to write the code along with me. Okay. So just a moment, I'll share. All of you has to successfully deploy the code, and once you've created, because you're creating a token here, ERC20 token, you have to put a screenshot of that token in your MetaMask wallet after the end of the session, tagging me, Priyanka, Web3 Learn, all of that. Where did all my folders go? Okay, it's here. Just a moment, my remix is just. Okay. Let me share my screen. Everyone is able to see the screen, right?
Yeah, it's
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. So again, this is the code that I show. Like I tried. Sorry, not this one. This was the one that I created GIB tokens with. So we will do something similar, but this time you will also be doing a hands-on with me. So what we'll do is we'll first everyone has to go through to first their MetaMask. Okay, like log into MetaMask and go to the Goerli test network. Okay, everyone go to Goerli test network and why am I not able to get a tab? Okay. So everyone, this time you guys have to speak up, obviously. 1 minute, I'll stop share. I have to find the link. Once you guys are at Goerli test network, then I have to take faucet. Ether faucet. Okay, Goerli faucet. Okay. Just give me a moment. I'll give you the faucet link. Yeah. Okay. So. Where did you guys go? This is so everyone go to your MetaMask, switch your network to Goerli Faucet. This is the link that you have to follow, and okay, I'll show you here. So this is the screen that you will have. Okay, they will ask you to sign up or log in with Alchemy to request ETH. So people who already have an account, I mean, I don't think any one of you will have it here, but people who already have an account, it will be easier for you to log in. But for people who don't have an account, they will ask a lot of rubbish questions. Okay. So if they ask for card details or something, you can just skip up. Just skip, and if they go for what is the project that you want to build, DeFi, blah blah blah, just choose anything at random and just try getting the faucet as soon as possible. So I'll show you how it is done. So I already have an account here. I already have test tokens in my MetaMask, so I really don't need those tokens. But at this moment, just to show you, okay, they'll ask this. I hate this puzzle. Yes, I'm human. Okay. Oh, come on. this. Okay, so once you have, okay, I forgot to do this also. So once you go to your MetaMask, you have to, yeah. Okay, there's some issue in the wallet address. Okay, sorry. So they have changed their system, I think. So they require a gold leaf faucet minimum mainnet balance of 0.001 ETH on the wallet. So we won't do that. We'll go to Sepolia faucet instead. So they'll give you that link of Sepolia faucet. I'll just copy this and put it in the chat. I'm so sorry. Last time I took a workshop, it was with Goldly. So you can see that this is again, oh, shit. Too difficult. You have to sign up or log in to the Alchemy network. I think you'll have to do it anyway. Okay, yeah. So once, yeah. So you have to copy your MetaMask wallet address. Again, change your network to Sepolia. Okay, instead of Goerli, you'll already have this test networks here, I think. Yes. So you already have Sepolia. The account address still remains the same. So you just have to paste the account address and you have to click on I'm not a robot and then send me ETH. Okay. People, should we sign up now? Yeah. Sign up. Sign up. There's no doubt. It's just that instead of Goerli, you'll have to go for Sepolia network. I love this, whatever they do with us. So just everybody very quickly sign up. You don't have to. So you can always skip the mandate. I mean, the not so mandatory questions. The ones that are required, you definitely have to answer it. But very quickly go to your, go to this page and request for the faucet. I mean, test tokens, and once you go to Sepolia, you will see that you've got 0.51 Sepolia ETH. Again, this value is just dummy value. You don't have $961 in your account. Okay, so don't be really happy about it. So just a very quick update once you're done with the test tokens in your wallet. Done. Okay, good. So people just do it really quick. I won't give you. Got, okay. They gave me 0 point. Should I create another MetaMask or will it be? No, it will be enough. I don't think it will take that much. It's fine. Okay, so come on, quick. Everyone can just, okay, it's better to do a poll. I'll Okay, I don't think I can create a poll. Never mind. So has everyone been able to do it? I want a thumbs up. Just anybody, just react fast so that I know that all of us are on the same page. I don't want people to leave out or miss out on the steps. Everyone, quick. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 10. 10. We are 23 people here. 3 of us are obviously. So we need 20 total. 10, 11. Come on, rest of the people who has not responded. Anupriya, did you get it? Again. Rupa, did you get the thing? Chinmay, Geeta, all of you guys, Chandana, did you guys get? Oh, these guys just never speak up in the sessions. Damn. Come on, did you guys get it? Okay, cool. So I think I'll go forward, assuming that all of you guys have got it, since you're not replying that quick. We don't have much time. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to go to, so everyone, you have to open Remix IDE. Okay. And go to this create new file segment. And we will put the name as first project dot soul. Okay. First project that's dot soul. Okay, and so everyone is at Remix. Everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. So just make your file and start writing the code along with me. Okay. I mean, this practice is something that I would only do initially for smaller projects. But you have to take it forward when you are doing bigger projects. There's always an issue that comes up with this. I paste it. Okay. Okay. So again, sorry. So we'll go with where is the exponentiation symbol? So 0.8.0 as of now is the most stable version for Solidity thing. I've already told you that this license is important. License line is important. Make sure, so you'll always get that curly lines and stuff is the error. So you'll have to do like a little to and fro. You'll have to see that you've given space after the comment slash. And after the colon, there's no space if you're writing MIT or unlicensed or whatever it is. And then you have to start with pragma solidity thing. And then you have to put a line, which is this. Okay, so I will put this line. So this particular line of code is, sorry, this particular line of code is basically to import the ERC20 that framework that Open Zeppelin has created. Again, you can go search for Open Zeppelin. They have a code wizard segment that helps you to find options. It's like ERC20, okay, mintable, okay, ownable. There are multiple options in that, and you can just go forward with it. So then again, yeah, so this is the line that we have to write next. That is the import segment. So it will help you import all the necessary libraries and all of that. Again, What was the keyword that gave us the idea that okay, the contract creation has started? Anybody who can just give me a response on that one?
Contract.
Yes. So
Contract.
again, you have to write, yes, contract, and then you have to give the name. So generally it is advised to go with the name that you have given for the file. So you can just write that, or you can write anything. And so what happens is, if it would have been just a general contract, we would just write contract, first break, curly braces, blah, blah, blah. That's it. And then you can write, the body of the contract. But because this is something that we are importing from outside, you have to tell the compiler that, hello, this contract is an ERC20. So you write it as ERC20. Okay. What is the error that is there? Okay. Shouldn't be an error. Okay, maybe let's see if we have anything. Okay, we'll go with, okay, cool. That will go away, I think. We'll go with construct. Expected this, got this. Okay, we haven't still done. Okay, so we will go with constructor. So again, constructor, you already know that, once you're creating a contract, the constructor is automatically invoked. So what we do is we directly go with the constructor. The GitHub link was not found. Why? I mean, did you take it exactly as it is? I mean, there
Yes,
will
I
be,
copy pasted it.
okay, wait, maybe I messed up with that. Can you just try this? It's the same thing. Maybe I took it in bold. But are you able to?
No, no, I even copy pasted the HTTP link from the one.
No, but this GitHub link exists. How can it be? Works for me. Okay, it will take some time. Again, I forgot to give you this reminder. So Remix works pretty messed up, at times. The platform sucks, but it's the best Solidity platform that you will get, IDE or compiler in general. And once you bring in MetaMask, it's gonna be horrible. I mean, just horrible. There has been situations where I was taking, a workshop in a college, and like around 100 students or something, and I really like to, bring up 100% result, conversion result when I'm doing a project or something. And there was this two guys in that session who were not able to deploy the code till the end. The code was just showing a random error. And the moment I ended the session, 10 minutes down the line, when I went for my lunch, they said, yeah, the code is deployed. The remix was working slow. And what did they do? They just switched from their college Wi-Fi to their mobile network. So it can throw you like shitty errors. Source file, different compiler version, blah, 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 blah. Change the compiler version. Yes, ma'am, now it works for me. So see, if you're putting it like this, exponentiation 0.8.0, it will work for you, because it will take, although you can see that the compiler version here is set by default, since you've put it like that, it should, sorry, it should work for you, because this exponentiation symbol in general itself means that, you're using something above than this. I mean, it can be a network error, it will get resolved. Okay. So back to what I was talking. So we will, just pass those arguments directly in the constructor. You can always write it without the constructor as well. But I prefer writing it in the constructor, makes my work easy. Now, ERC20, when you talk about in terms of structure, I mean, I have also not gone through the whole structure, how the code is written, how is it designed or something. All you need to know is that the way Open Zeppelin has designed the ERC20 framework, you only need to specify two things, that is name and the symbol. for the coin. So the name can be anything because symbol is what will be reflected in your MetaMask account. And also you'll have to give the number of coins that you want to create. Okay. So that is the parameters that we're gonna pass here. Now you will see the use of memory keyword because we don't want it to be stored permanently or put it as something as a state variable. So we will just go with it. And this will be symbol. Okay. Again, since we have already mentioned that this contract is gonna be ERC20, we'll have to write ERC20 and write the same variables inside it. That can be, okay, this can be name, this can be symbol. Okay. So one thing that I forgot to share. Wait. So, okay, so what I was coming to is
హలో
it's
భావ్య
fine.
అమ్మా మా క్లాస్ లో ఉన్నా అమ్మా ఒకసారి చేస్తాను 9ంటికి అయిపోద్ది
Soumya, you are not on mute. Okay, yeah, we heard that you're talking to your mom. It's fine. Okay. So you will get this error. Let's wait. Even I was getting that error. I'm still getting that error, right? So don't worry about it. First, complete the code, and you will see that it automatically gets resolved. Okay, don't worry that. See, even I'm getting that error. But let's not be bothered. If there's anything that we have missed out, we will obviously figure it out in the end. We will just go forward writing the code. Okay. Again, this underscore thing has always been pretty confusing for me. Initially, there were documentation that wrote that, okay, you want to give like a private variable name. That is why we are writing underscore. Some people say that it's just a naming convention, looks good, and all of that. So multiple places you will find multiple things. Just a minute. Okay, cool. So we have already written this, right? And what we have to do is, so can anybody tell me that if you have already specified the name and symbol, what else are we supposed to specify in terms of that we should specify in this particular code? Anybody?
The number of tokens that you generate.
Exactly. So does anybody remember the term that we use when we are talking about tokens? I'll give you a hint. It starts with M. Anybody?
Minter.
Yes. Not minter, just mint. Okay, so we always have to mint these tokens. So Solidity has a inbuilt method called mint, where it has a format where you have to specify the address, okay, the person who's minting it, and then the number of tokens. So instead of writing our addresses, we will just write message.sender, and then here's a catch. You give, suppose I want to create I want to take a nice number. I want to take 25,000 tokens. What you have to do is you'll have to multiply it to the 10 to the power 18. Okay. So this is the catch that comes in, because again, first point to notice that the moment I added, I completed writing the code and I put a semicolon, the error that I was getting here is gone. So you can see, I can show you. Why is the error not coming? Hmm? Sure. Come fast. Hmm. Okay, wait, I'll show you. Yeah. So this will be like this, right? But the moment you add it and complete the code, the error is gone. It will be a cute compile first project.sol thing. So coming back to the point that why are we writing 10 to the power 18? So I'll ask you a question first. Now, suppose I tell Garima that what should be the answer for 1 by 3 into yeah, 1 by 3 into 3. What should be the answer for it?
1.
1 by 3 into 3. Yeah,
1.
of course. You said the answer is 1. Yeah, okay. Fine. So everybody would be like, okay, 1 by 3 into 3, 3, 3, cut 1. 1 is the answer, right? But if you give the same question to a computer system, it will first do 1 by 3 as 0.33333 into 3 as 0.99999. It goes as infinite, right? But there's a certain range of value that we have to refer to, right? That is why why are you putting it as 0.8.19? Why can't you just put it as 0.8.0? Okay, wait. Expected identifier, but got this. Okay, let me see. So can you, okay. So it's working fine for me. I don't know what's the error with you guys. I would just I don't know how it's always tough to resolve these errors because it just goes on randomly, right? What you can do is you can check it. Yeah, you can check this to set as 0.8.18 plus commit blah blah blah. Maybe check if this is the same compiler version. Okay, yeah. So people, when you give 0.8.0, it throws an error, but when you give 0.8.19, it works. So fine, just experiment with it. I didn't even specify a compiler version here. They took it by default. So ideally, it should work for everything that is 0.8.0 and above. But just try experimenting, choosing this commit versions and see if it's gone. Okay, once you've completed writing the code, don't do it in an incomplete code, do it for the complete code. Okay, yeah. So what I was saying was that if you ask the computer, it will go as 0.3333 into 3, that is 0.99999 blah, right? So what these people came up with, in order to remove this, they made a convention that we'll take consideration till 18 decimal places and do a round off. So that is why whenever you're talking about 25,000 tokens, you have to multiply it to 10 to the power 18 to consider it as one token. Okay. If you go to Open Zeppelin and start creating an ERC20, you will realize that it's a little different. If you give 25,000, it will still come in decimals for you. But otherwise, it works fine. Change and also change the compiler version. Okay, fine. So it's working. Few people, it's working. So you can change the 0.8.0 to 0.8.19 and also the compiler version. So it should work for you. Just see how it's working, in general. But you have to make sure that it works. Okay. So everyone whose code has been successfully compiled and you have a green tick here in front of the Solidity thing, just give a thumbs up to this message compiled. Okay. Everyone who has got a successful compilation, just give a quick thumbs up. Come on, we are 21 people. Oh, wow. Why are people dropping off? Okay, never mind. We will always stick to people who are still wanting to learn. Okay, cool. So come on, people who have successfully compiled it, or just do a quick thumbs up to my message. Others, Okay, Tiasa has not compiled. What is the issue?
Sorry, I just noticed I was not unmuted. Not muted, sorry. So the same error it is showing. Should I share my screen?
I don't know if you'll be able to do it because host has, I think, disabled.
Okay, so it is the curly red line thing is over the SPDX thing, and it's
Okay.
invalid input source specified.
Oh, then again, it's network error. I know this. I have seen it so many times. Okay. So it's probably the network error. You'll have to wait. But I'll also put the code in the chat, see if this works. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this, I've put this. So just try pasting this and see if this is working. Otherwise, whenever there's an input source, you probably have to either refresh your remix page or you'll have to change your mobile network or whatever. So what I would suggest is if this code doesn't work and it's still showing the same error, just try refreshing, try changing your network. If still you're stuck with the same error, maybe you'll have to do it after the class. So you can just go through while I am doing the steps, and then after the class, you can deploy it. Does that work fine for you guys?
Yeah, it's showing the same error. I need to do it after.
Yeah, then it's a network error because this is working for us. So then definitely there's not error in the code. Okay, I have still got only 3 thumbs up for my compile thing. Come on, quick guys. It's already 8:30. I mean, I don't have a life outside my work, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to, send you off early. Okay, so come on, quick, huh? Quick. I have a lot of work to do. To pack, I have to sleep. It's fine. Come on, quick. My compiled message is still waiting for your reply. Come on, guys, come on. Now my laptop is stuck. Every night you have the same issue. Stay. I will try later. Yeah. Just stay on call. See how we go forward with things, and it will work. I mean, you can still try refreshing the code and everything during the session, so that whenever it works, you can just catch up real quick. But that input source error is again the same issue. That is why I put the code. This code has no error, so you can definitely go forward with it. Okay, rest of the people, still 4 people. Why? We are 22 people here. Anupriya, Akanksha, Sirijita, Rupa, Prajakta, Mani, Mahelika. I mean, I'm getting this though I copy pasted your code. What is this? Why? Why, girls? Why? So you okay. Again, these errors are pretty random. If you try copy pasting this expected identifier this, but got that, you will try just copy pasting this code and searching on Google, see what you're getting as response, but there's no error. There's clearly no error. The compiler, I told you, the compiler is really shitty. It will just give you random. Yeah, Rupa, so those are getting invalid source input. Your remix is not really working well with the network. So don't worry. I mean, it has to work. Just keep refreshing or just listen to the class. Let's do it later. But you'll be able to do it. There's no doubt because you see, I have written the code right now. It's right there on your screen. It's compiling for me. You can see this green tick, and if it's not compiling for you guys, obviously there's some fault from their end and not ours. But I think we will go forward with it. Okay, so once the compilation has been done, the next step is deploying. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to change the environment from Remix VM Shanghai to injected provider MetaMask. And the moment you change it, you'll have this. Oh shit, why did the pop-up didn't come? Anyway, so for people who are new, I think you'll have a pop-up to sign a transaction or something. But what you have to confirm is that this account is with this value is the value of your Sepolia network. Okay, so your account address is not gonna. Okay, Tiasa solved it. How did you solve it?
Actually, I had to do use an npm externally in the command prompt. Then I imported it differently, not just copying the GitHub link. It was a very
Okay.
common error. I looked it up and they said to use the npm command prompt.
Okay, so can you just put that in the chat so that other people can also follow? People who are
in the command prompt, and after the thing is installed, you can type this in place of the GitHub link.
okay, makes sense. I selected and then linked my MetaMask account. Good. Yeah. So the moment you check on injected provider MetaMask, you will have the pop-up to link your MetaMask account. I have done it multiple times. It just takes in by default, but you'll have this nice pop-up of the MetaMask. And then what you have to confirm is that this account is your MetaMask account's address, and this value will be the value of Ether that you have in your test network. Okay, going to this. Okay, so you will see this deploy button, right? And you can see the string underscore name, string underscore symbol. So you can just expand it using this drop down, and you will see, okay, underscore name, underscore symbol. So these two are the arguments that we have provided. So what I will do is okay, you can give any names. Okay, so I will put like Sneha. Name has no significance because that is not what is visible on your MetaMask wallet. What I can do is mentor GIB. Let me see if that works. I think that symbol should work, and you can just or maybe you guys can create whatever you want as symbol. I mean, that's a two. So I can put GIB 100. Maybe you can create any token that you want to. So you can give any name, symbol you can choose accordingly, because that is what will be reflected on your MetaMask. That is how your token will look. Okay. Once you have this value, you will just transact, and you will see some. Oh my God! I just missed my pop-up. Okay, so if you see, this MetaMask has this one thing because I clicked at the wrong moment. Yeah. So again, you will see that, okay, this is account one, new contract, site suggested this is the amount of Sepolia ETH that they require, max fee, amount plus gas fee, blah, blah, blah. You just have to confirm this, okay? Now, it is showing pending. Come on, just happen. Okay, yes. So the moment you see the status from pending to deployed, you will see this green thing coming up here, right? So, okay, I linked the wrong account. How to change it? Huh? Wrong account. Oh, just go to the network. Just first make sure that your MetaMask is on Sepolia network, and then again redo the steps. So again, go to like Remix Shanghai, change it, and oh shit, no, and then put on injected provider MetaMask again. Oh shit, my deployment just went off because of you. Who was it? Who made me do it? Mahilika. Yeah. I lost my deployment. Never mind. I will do that. It's fine. I'm just kidding. There's nothing to say sorry. Just redo a transaction. Yeah. Okay. So you'll see again this MetaMask notification is coming. New network is busy. Gas prices are high. As if there are money. Just let it be. Okay. So okay. Now I have this. What? Yeah, it's still pending. Okay. So we'll wait for its, yeah. So now it's done. Okay. So now you will see that once, I deployed it twice because I lost it once I changed the network, but this is my current deployment. And the moment this is deployed, you have a deployed contract, first project at blah, blah, blah. And this is your contract address. If you expand it, you will see so many of these, fields, which we haven't even put. How our code is just 10 lines. We never talked about approve and decrease and increase and transfer and blah shit. Where is it coming from? Because we are importing a framework or a pre-written contract, this is where all of this comes from, but we have nothing to do with it. We will just copy the smart contract address. Is everyone on the same page with me? Were you able to deploy it? Again, I will write a deploy keyword. Mahalika, were you able to change your address? Oh, okay, you're still trying. Okay, just do one thing. Just like I showed it to you right now, right? First, change your environment. Go to Remix Shanghai, your stuff. Then go to MetaMask and go to Shanghai. Go to Sepolia network. Shall I show you how to do that? I'll just show you. So when you click on your MetaMask like this, and
No,
you
wait.
click on,
Hello.
yeah,
The thing is, the Sepolia X that I got from Alchemy went into the wrong account, and I linked the other account that has 0th here, and now I changed it. So I'm trying to get the uh, ether on the other account.
oh, okay.
But only one, 0.5 ether per day is allowed, right?
Yeah,
Maybe I'll use the other account only.
yeah, just use the other account, it's fine. Okay, yeah, in fact, I was the one who told you to keep the money thing and the project thing separate, but I also don't do it. You can see I have these account one and then workshop, and I just mess with that. I just keep on doing that.
Yeah, but
It's
again,
fine.
see, when I'm changing it to Remix Shanghai or something and then coming back to injected provider, it's not letting me link anything. It's just showing the account and 0 ether in it.
Okay, so did you change? Maybe just refresh it. Okay, make
Okay.
sure that from here you are on the right account that has the ETH. Okay, test ETH,
Okay.
and just refresh it. Okay, and then try linking it.
Okay.
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 Cool. Oh shit, I didn't put the message. Yeah, so I'll put a deploy message and everyone has to react on it. How many of you were able to deploy it and you have your, where did my contract go? Oh my God, what is happening? Shit. Anyway, I have the contract address copied. Okay, so 5 people have already deployed. So girls, what we're going to do next is we will go to our MetaMask wallet and just close this. And we will go to assets. In the assets, right now you can see Sepolia ETH. Oh, wait. We will be able to see Sepolia ETH, but and no other token. So we will go to import tokens and you will paste your, oh my God, you see how much work I've done before. Anyway, I will paste my current contract address and either once you paste the token contract address and your network is super fast like me, you will get the token symbol imported right away, or else you will have to write the token symbol. But the token decimal by default will come as 18. Okay. and you click on add custom pin, and you will see the balance, that is the number of tokens I've created, and I will do an import token. And come on. Yeah. So now along with the Sepolia ETH, you can see 25,000 GIB 100. So your token creation is complete. Now your your task is you have to see how can we list it on Uniswap or any. Oh my God. Just a moment. There was a noise in my house and there's nobody else except me. She's there. It's fine, girls. I am still alive. I don't know what that noise was. Okay, so back to what I was teaching you. Yeah, so it's your job to find out how to list it on Uniswap or anything. Yeah, all good. I am alive. I don't know what that noise was. And I didn't go to the first floor to check. Yeah, because I'm too scared. Anyway, uh, no, I literally have no one who can surprise me. And if someone's planning to give such a surprise, I really don't want it. Okay. Um, anyway, back to what we were learning. Yeah. So has everyone, I mean, not everyone, but people who were able to successfully deploy, did you guys import your tokens? Were you able to successfully do it? Yeah, good. So all of you guys have to take a screenshot and put it on Twitter that, yeah, yes, we created our own ERC20 token. And again, figure out a way to list on Uniswap. It will be really, really nice if you are already able to do it by the next class. Ideally, even I have not done it before, because the workshops that I take, the time itself goes in, just importing the tokens and everything in the wallet. So it would be nice if you guys do it and, make it like a proper coin, see how everything works. Done. Okay, so I will put another message that you have to react with to show me that you have to that you have been able to import the tokens. Mahalika, what it should look like? I mean, this is how it should look like. You have an extra token here. If you click on it, you'll be able to see 25,000 GIB 100. Yeah, chat. People who have been able to import the tokens, you can just do done. 0. It is showing not 25. Did you create 25,000?
It was uneditable, that part.
What? I didn't hear you.
The token. Oh, it is editable. Sorry. I thought it was
Okay. People who were able to do it, just reply to my done then, guys. I want to be at least happy seeing how many of you have. Okay, Meghna said no. Why did you say no, Kido? What?
Actually, I'm getting this error that the GitHub ka link is not found, or it shows that it's something invalid source or something like that, ma'am. I don't know why it's showing with that.
Okay, so Tiasa put two commands in the chat. And once you put that in your command prompt and then use the import link that she has sent, not the one that I have sent, import directly at the rate OpenZeppelin, blah, 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 then it should work for you.
Okay, ma'am, I'll try it.
Okay, yeah. Just go through the chat and you'll be able to see it. Mahalika, I am not able to. Yeah, so you have not imported the token yet. Again, I'll go through the process altogether again. So people who have deployed the contract, you have to go to assets. Forget about this right now. You will only be seeing this segment, Sepolia ETH, and you have to go to import tokens. Put your token contract address. Mine has just disappeared because I changed the network. But to put your token address, the token symbol shall come on its own, or maybe you will have to write, and the token decimal by default will be set to 18. Okay, once you put the symbol or the symbol comes, and then you have to click on add custom token. Once you do add custom token, you will be able to see your token here along with the assets where you're able to see the Sepolia E. Okay, so I see three people, four. Chinmay, Garima, Soumya, Sairamani. I need more people to do it. What are the rest of the crowd doing? Okay, some people are still having the source error. Do follow the command that Tiasa wrote in the chat. Just go slide a little up and you will see that around 8:37 she has put the, okay, wait, I will just copy it and it's, yeah, I'll just copy it and write it in the WhatsApp chat. Okay, this is are you guys able to see my WhatsApp also?
No.
Thank God. Okay, so I've written the code. So the npm init y npm install, write it in your command prompt, and after that, do a import at the rate OpenZeppelin in your file instead of doing import https github.com that I have sent, and it should work for you. I am still gas estimation occurred. Okay, fine. So, do you want to force sending? Yeah, just try it. Try force sending. There's no problem. So where is my done? Still only 4 people have done it, and we are 19. Failed. Okay, try doing it again. Make sure you have enough test tokens to go through it, because they showed that the network is busy. It might take huge gas fee or something like that. So yeah, go for it. Try it, retry. I mean, I am not going unless you guys all do it. So yeah, no matter how long you have to stay here. So Siri, Pujita, Sai Ramani, okay, Sai Ramani has done already. Rupa, Anupriya, Akanksha. Sorry guys, sorry to mess with your names. Bhumika, Chinmay, okay, Chinmay has done. Garima has done. Yeah, Garima has done. Geeta, Meghna, again, there are three Meghnas. Mahelika, You guys have to respond. Can you please list the steps after deploying is done? Okay. Once you've deployed the smart contract, just copy the smart contract address, copy address, go to MetaMask, go to assets, click on import assets. Okay, cool. Those who are stuck with invalid source error, it's fine. Just try it. I want you guys to deploy and import the tokens before next class. Again, back to the steps. Click on import assets. Put your contract address. If no symbol visible, write the symbol, else automatic import, no, automatic filling, and make sure token decimal is set to 18. Yeah, your creation of first project is pending. That means the deployment is taking time. It's fine. It will be green very soon. Make sure that the token decimal is set to 18, and once all is done, add custom token, and tantara, you will have your token just listed below Sepolia ETH. Okay, how many people have done it? My done message just got lost. Me 4 people. Come on, guys, come on. It's 2 minutes to 9. If you don't speed up, we'll have to stay 10-15 minutes extra, but I'm not going without getting this project done. So just quick. People who are having invalid source input error or stuff, it's fine. You can try later. It must be network for creation is taking too much time. Yes, the network must be slow. It's fine. Just like here, you'll have creation of first project pending. It will take time. The network is busy. So many of us are doing it together, right? So it's totally okay. We can just wait. By the time you guys do it, I think we're done with today's class. You all, there's one more thing that I listed in the group, that you have to read Ethereum's white paper. Yeah, and a blog that I sent. We'll do a discussion about it probably next weekend. This weekend I'm busy. No, next weekend. Yeah, next weekend. Because I don't think I'll have time midweek. We have classes every alternate day, and then, oh my God, I have to take class on my birthday also. Shit. So anyway, we will do it any of the weekends, Saturday, Sunday. We'll do a nice discussion. Yeah, that's it from my end. So you guys till then can give me feedbacks for today's session so that I can flex about it on my Twitter account. Yeah, that's it from my end.
Cool, awesome. This is a super, very lively, highly energetic. I think most of them have taken the advantage and have also built it. Great job, guys. Yeah. Throughout the class. Yeah. Agree, Soumya.
Mahalika is like, and the creation is still not done. Fine, it's fine. We'll wait for you. Don't worry. Either it will fail and you'll have to redo, or that will happen. So we wait for you. It's fine. When people have stayed for 2 hours, they can still wait for some more time. Yeah, and I'll have more time to get feedback from the students.
I have a doubt.
Yeah.
I tried to do transaction with that token. So I did it on my other account only. So I have to import the token from there, like by mentioning address. If I register my token on Uniswap, then I won't have to import it, right? That is what.
It will just automatically be sending and receiving.
Okay. And I was reading about it. So somewhere it was written that it doesn't require account and fees also. So what is meant by that? Do you know?
What is not required?
Account or fees, yeah, it's written like, I'll read out the line. Let's say you want to trade two ERC 20 tokens, token A and token B. Uniswap would allow you to do so without the need for an account or fees.
Yeah, I mean, what they're trying to say is that the listing thing will not need any kind of account creation or a fee that you need to do for the token.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The session was good. It was fun.
Thank you. The people are just not active in writing feedbacks also. Geeta, Rupa, I know you guys are stuck with the input source error, but at least in giving feedbacks, you guys are not stuck. Yeah. Just, oh, Mahalika is done. See, I told you we can stay 2 more minutes and just go forward with it. At least, I mean, I should have some content for my Twitter, showing it off that how good I am teaching you guys. Ah, nice. Now they'll write it once I've already asked them to. Okay.